we're back. Today we're doing something a little bit different than we normally do. As you can see on your screen, I am actually doing a tier list of all the games I've played so far on stream and completed. I thought that would be a cool idea. You know, maybe once every 4 months or once every quarter, once in a while, we do a short tier list, add to the list of the games we've played, what we thought about them, just like a quick thing about what we thought about them and where we're gonna rank them. I think that's a cool idea. I think I'm gonna start doing that. So yeah, for now, sorry, I was cleaning my glasses, had something on the left lens. But yeah, that's what we're gonna get into. There are already 4 games on the tier list, because if you don't know, on the YouTube side, I used to do like the game reviews, or at least I tried. I gave up within like 4 episodes because I got long writing a fucking script. Mainly I gave up because often I was like recording the videos and it was like 45 minutes for a review, and I was like, I don't want to release a 45-minute review for a game, so I just started scrapping them. But yeah, now we're just gonna do a little bulk thing, a bulk thing from now on. I think that's gonna be better. But yeah, for now, let's get that done. So, starting off with, obviously, game review. Yeah, we did them before on YouTube. It's funny, I know. But yeah, going through the existing ones, we have Alien Isolation on S tier. I thought that was a great game. I loved it. It was tense. It was great. I got Little Nightmares 2. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit... Sorry about the images. I did try and grab them off. I tried to get the game icon wherever I could on Google, but when I couldn't, I just got a picture of the big screen of the game, and hopefully I just cropped it down. But yeah, Little Nightmares and Resident Evil Village, A tier. They're pretty good. They're not the best, in my opinion. They're not the best. They're still really good games. Let's be honest, but they're not like S tier. Like these S tiers for like limited amount of games kind of thing. I feel like most games will hover around the A and B side. Yeah, they're a bit pixelated. But yeah, and Little Nightmares, the original one, I gave a B. It wasn't as good as the second one. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I think I've ever rated like a second game higher than the first. I know a lot of people are gonna be probably opposed to that opinion, because there was a lot of people who loved Little Nightmares. But yeah, that's where I put them back in the day. If you want to see the review videos, they are on YouTube. Go check them out if you want to know why I gave these games those reviews. But yeah, for now, we're going to jump into the actual new games. So, starting off with Demon's Souls. So, we played Demon's Souls when it came out for the PlayStation 5. We're talking about the remaster here, not the original. I really like Demon's Souls. There were some issues I had with it, in the terms of it, because they tried to use the old maps and stuff like that, so there was some areas weren't as like flattened out or as like polished as they really could have been. I feel like and also the scaling, I felt like I was always weak for some reason, whereas in like the other Souls games, you feel powerful from the get-go, at least in your enemies near you. Should really have some background music, but I don't have any of that prepped. Probably, hopefully add it into post. But yeah, like I was saying, the enemies didn't feel like they scaled like adequately. I feel like I had to farm for a bit in the game, which kind of took it away from the actual experience. I'm gonna rate like Demon's Souls probably maybe a B. It wasn't as good as the other Souls games, but Souls games are still really fucking good. I wouldn't put any of them lower than that. Next, we have Echo Hole. I did, I think, a 4-part series and 1 stream with Deppe on this game. This was not too long ago. The game itself is like a point-and-click puzzle game with like a few time aspects, like little horror aspects where you have to like, oh yeah, you have a time limit, you have a limited amount of time between this, and you have to manage it. Essentially like a horror game management kind of thing. It was good. It wasn't great. I wish they did more. It was very short. It was like slightly over 2 hours. I wish there was more to the game, but for now, I'll probably give it a C. And while listening to a podcast, I heard this thing, copyright-free music. It's all Yeah, I've looked around for copyright music. I've even looked at like maybe buying like a license to stream some music, but most of the time I don't have music on stream because I play games. So I'm like in-game music is fine, or I'm like trying to listen for footsteps and kind of thing for like Apex. So most of the time I don't need music, and I don't want to pay for like a license just for like one-off streams like this. Let's put it over here. But yeah, Echo Hole, going straight to a C tier. It's a C tier game. It's not great. Escape Simulator, another C tier really. It's just a small room escape room, 4 players. It's fun. It is what it is. It's good, yeah. It's not. I'll leave that C. I think it's a C. It's free, but yeah. I'll have to check out that for the next time, or for the post, if it's free copyright, free music kind of thing. Next we have Ghost Runner. This was a game that really frustrated me at the time, but it's like a speed runner kind of game. There was a lot of speed and running and stuff like that. Speed and running, like a lot of like it was very fun. I'm not gonna lie. Where would I rate it though? The gameplay was great. Visually, it was amazing. The loop was fun. I'll put it at like an A tier. I liked it. It was very good. It was very fun. I do recommend. Essentially, anything B or above, I'm probably gonna recommend. Anything like that's an S tier, essentially what I'm saying is S tier is games I would recommend to anyone. A is I would recommend you look into / play if you've never heard of them. B is kind of, if you like this type of game, you'll like it. C is mid, so like they're passable as games for like some time. D is, I would say, unless you're invested in the series or this type of game, you're not gonna like it unless you're already invested in that type of game. E tier is just trash. I don't recommend, kind of thing. If we want to add an E tier, fucking there you go. If you don't know what this is a radio station. Let me pull up because the image is not very good here. Let me pull up on here on Steam. Radio station. It is this game right here. It's kind of shitty. It is by like a single developer, so I don't blame him. But it is just a collect 6 notes and listen to a story while there's like, while it looks scary. Wow, it's not very fun. It was kind of lame. But yeah, there's one game in the E section, just in case everyone's just like, oh, he's not gonna put anything. Yeah, there's one there. It was doo doo. Hades. I think Hades is good. Would I recommend it? Yes. As a first like roguelike, it's very good. It's very fast paced. It's easy to learn. There's not much to it, and it's quite fun. So I'd say yeah. Hades, B rank. B rank, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Lucifer Within Us. Oh, again, because the icon is a bit shitty. It is this game, Lucifer Within Us. They didn't really have an icon, so I'm gonna show it for some of them. How do you know the devs? No, not as in like single, as in he doesn't have a girlfriend. I mean, it's a single dev, as in like one person developed it. I'm not saying that he's a fucking virgin. I'm not calling him that. Don't worry, I'm not here to flame him for his social life. I'm flaming his game. That's it. Oh god. Lucifer Within. It's a mystery, puzzle, horror kind of game. I would say if you do like puzzle, like horror games, it is worth a play. It's not very much, you know. It is mid. It is like a 3-hour game. If you're looking for like a mystery, adventure, horror kind of game, I'd go for like Lucifer Within. Not a strong recommendation. Just look into it first. Moons of Madness D. It wasn't very fun. I'm not gonna lie. The story was kind of like meh. It was in space. A lot of teleporting. The teleporting was fun. The puzzles weren't really innovative. They were like, oh yeah, look, you have to go to this area. Look forward. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was not much to it. I remember just... I think I finished the game and I was like, wow, that was fun. Apex. It was literally that. Neon Abyss, again, a B tier. It's a really good roguelike game. I really liked it. I did a lot of playing of that game. I do kind of want to... I do have it on my list of games because I do have like a spreadsheet of games. And it is on there as a... in case I don't have anything planned, play this kind of game. It's literally a very fun filler. Like, if you like roguelikes and you don't want to sink your teeth in for like 10 hours or do like an hour run, 20 minutes, you get in Neon Abyss video. Or run video. I'm not doing those anymore. But yeah, it's very fun. Resident Evil 2. I think out of the Resident Evils that I've played on stream, this is by far the best. I would say I would recommend anyone, if anyone wants to play a fun game, Resident Evil 2. It is by far like the best Resident Evil. The remaster did it so well as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the remaster was so fucking good for the game. Like, even if you don't like horror games, it is a really good game, and I do recommend you play it. Secondly, Resident Evil 3, it's not as good as 2. I would say it is on par with Village. Yeah, I did come. I literally scrubbed through all the games and I got a list because I knew what I was gonna do today. Because literally, I have like, I want to do like this for like 20-30 minutes and then go back to playing Apex. That's essentially what my plan is. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to have this out there, you know, kind of thing. Because I didn't know what to do with the collection games. But yeah, Resident Evil 3, it's not as good as 2. It's pretty much the same concept, and it's like a sister game or brother game, it feels like, where if you finish 2, you might as well play 3 because it's in the same locale, it's close to the same story, it's even in the same building in some cases. So yeah, if you're gonna play 2, play 3, but it's not as good. So expect to be slightly disappointed. Also, Nemesis is way too fucking aggressive compared to like Mr. X. Mr. X is fucking boss. You walk around, you feel tense because you can hear his footstep like he's coming. You're like, oh, fuck, I need to hurry up, do the puzzles. He's walking around me. It was tense. Whereas Nemesis, he's just fly kicking you. He's literally just like, oh, you want to walk over there? I'm gonna fly kick you. I'm gonna drop kick you. And I feel like it removes like a lot of the tension and puts it more of an action type game. I feel like that's where Resident Evil moved away from like slow-paced horror to action thriller. I think that was the divide there. But yeah, Resident Evil 7. Wait, before I get onto that, so what are you doing after you are done with this? Because it looks like you're almost done. I am moving to Apex Legends. That's what the title says. I'm going back to Apex after this tier list thing. But there are more games because it may not look like it, but there is a lot of games here because they are piled onto each other. So there is still a few. There are still a few games there. You have amazing descriptions of the game. Thank you. Resident Evil 7. I think it is by far maybe the third best Resident Evil game. No, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Don't worry. I'm not playing. I'm just doing solos. Oh, no. I don't want to get anyone addicted to the game again. I'm just doing some solos. Maybe duos if someone's on Discord's up for it. I just want to. Maybe I'll play the new rank season because I'm bronze, so might as well, right? I'm low tier. But yeah, Resident Evil 7, third best Resident Evil game, I think. I would say it goes Resident Evil 2, 1, then 7. So I'll put up here. Very fucking good game. Like, Jack is an amazing enemy, and I don't want to spoil it, but he is great as a main antagonist in the end. But yeah, I would say in the list of Resident Evil games, I would say 2, 1, 7. Then I haven't played 4, 5, or 6, so I don't want to put them on the list yet. But I would say maybe these two are like equal, Resident Evil 3 and 8. I would say they're like, I would say more Village than Resident Evil 3. By the way, the Apex rank system sucks. You might want to search it up before playing. I mean, the split just happened, right? It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't think it's gonna be that bad when I get into it. It'll be alright. I know it's probably like bronze and like low gold is probably like horrid because that's where most people are. But after that, it's probably gonna be fine. I'm alright with it. It's just some casual Apex games. I'm not gonna be stressing it. Yeah. What was I saying? Right. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Resident Evil 3. I'd say it's not as good as Village, but like in the same area. That's what I'll say for them. Next, it is World of Horror. I think I need to bring it up because the picture's kind of doo-doo. World of Horror. It is this game right here. There you go, World of Horror. It is great. I was genuinely surprised when it was recommended to me. It's not for everyone. Let me get this straight. It is not for everyone. If you're into like a story type game, more story, less actual gameplay, it is amazing because the game is literally like a point and click novel where it goes through like this different stories by the author of, I think it's Junji Ito. I think it's his creations of like stories, but put into like a game and told through a medium of game with some visual effects, with like a turn-based like combat. It is great fun. I don't know if I would recommend it to everyone. Like here, I won't say it's a must play. I won't recommend it to everyone. It is genuinely a really good game. No, it's not long juicy story. It's multiple like short stories / mysteries, because it's the entire concept is there's a collection of stories that are told briefly with minimal characters and just having one enemy kind of thing. It is great short story content. I can't recommend it to everyone because not many people like the pixel art style, and also like most people want instant serotonin. They want instant like action gratification. They won't care for a story over time. Well, like even short stories like that, they won't be able to pay attention and will give up. So I can't put it up. Yeah, some good stories. It's a bunch of good stories that I do recommend anyone to play it if you're willing to not just go in knowing, oh yeah, it's just an action game, or I'm gonna be constantly like lights flashing, everything's jumping out on you, like bam, fucking you unlock this, you unlock that, wow, 50 kills, wow, hit marker noises. No, it's more of ambient storytelling. That's about it. It's really good for that. Ikai, really good game. It is a really good game. I really like this one. It tells the story, or like of, I believe, a priestess living in a temple which gets attacked by yokai from like Japanese mythology, and you have to go through that. You learn about the different yokais, and you over time you like start purging them, but you have to. It's a lot of hiding. You don't there's no combat. You're literally hiding until you learn how to purge, or like find the way of purging them. It's heavily story driven, a lot of good tension. There was some bits funny, but I don't know if that might vary depending on playthrough. I wouldn't say it's like an A tier game. I would put it at B tier, because again, it is not top quality thing, but it is really good. I would do add it to the recommended. I recommend if you do like the genre, like B is. The medium was the mid, some people called it in my chat. Really good game. I feel like at first, most like the first probably stream, the first like of these videos and streams is gonna be most likely good games. Because like you don't want to like start a channel / streaming thing on bad games and playing bad games. So most of the stuff I play is probably gonna be like in the upper tier. Like, as we go on further with the streams and like YouTube videos and such, there will be more D and E rated games. There is actually one I'm missing that I might add for the next one, or I might add it now. Might try and add it now. Give me a sec. Oh, you can see me doing my creative process now, adding it. Here we go. Does this game have a game icon? No, it doesn't. Can't see chat at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, maybe this will give us a result. No. I'll just take this and crop it, yes. Bam. In Sound Mind. I'll put that here for now. But that is a game I forgot to add to the list. Nice intervention shot. Yeah, the mid. Story-wise, I did get a bit lost. I did at the end of the series give it like a 7. I would say I would add it to beat. The beta is gonna be a thick boy. That shit gonna be thick, because most of the games I play are like horror games, because I like the genre and the type of game. So and I wouldn't recommend most of them to everyone. So I might have to in the end like expand B tier down, but that's not for today. I don't think. In Sound Mind D tier. Let's just get that out there. It was clunky. It ran fine, but then the story was kind of lame. The gameplay wasn't that good. I can't recommend it. It's like Moons of Madness. It's not the best. I was actually tempted not to add it at first to the list, which I did now, obviously. But when I first created this like 2 days ago, I wasn't sure if I should even put on the list, because I didn't even end up making a YouTube video for it or anything like that. I just streamed it and that was it. Phasmophobia. I think Phasmophobia is one of the greatest multiplayer horror games currently out there. Like, it's fun for everyone pretty much. If you like horror games and you like or just you want to play a horror game with some friends, because that's always fun, right? Phasmophobia, I think, is one of the greatest currently out there. I've not seen many other like co-op horror games that feel tense even when there's nothing going on, kind of thing. It was great, good. It's still getting updates now. Like, literally, they had a VR revamp, literally, not like earlier this month. It's still getting updates, and it's fucking amazing. If you're looking for a co-op horror game, Phasmophobia is where you want to go. That will be very fun. You'll enjoy it, trust me. That is a strong recommendation. Unlike Marvel Avengers, yeah, that you can bin it. That was like, it felt forced. Yeah, Phasmophobia is great alone and with other people. It's great. Marvel Avengers, it was some. I know, but I see. Marvel Avengers is dog shit. It is. How do I even describe it? It's like, it was bad. No, I love the movies. The game was dog shit. I love the event. Like, the Marvel movies are great. Don't get me wrong, I love them. Like, I watched every one of them on release. But the game was just bad. It ran like shit. It played like shit. And it felt generic. And it was like a full AAA title. Like 60, 70 quid. It was not worth it. It is not fun. And you will probably give up with it early on. Let me scroll some of these further to the left. Just so you know where we're going next. Still more. Next we have. We'll do Subnautica first. Subnautica, great. Have you seen the Doctor Strange? Yes, I have. I saw it on, I think, 2 days after release, because I couldn't get the tickets on the day of the release. It was I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I do kind of, because I did watch the Disney Channel shorts, not Disney Channel, Disney Plus shorts for the What If series, which did explain like half of his powers and how he got the powers, like where he summons like monsters and stuff. It's explained in that. It's also like the whole Illuminati thing was also explained in that. Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie. It was a very good movie. But I feel like for a lot of people, they didn't understand it because they didn't watch WandaVision and What If series. And I feel like having a precursor of 2 TV shows that are only on Disney Plus to know and enjoy a movie a lot. Because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter actually say that they didn't really enjoy the movie. And then everyone's just like, oh yeah, it's because you haven't seen the series, but the Disney Plus series. But I feel like you shouldn't really have to watch, if you're watching the cinematic movie universe, you shouldn't have to watch a TV series that's on a specific platform. I know for Disney it is money making, because people who are like into are like, holy shit, there's a new series, it's going to add more context. But for people who are just like casual viewers, they're going to be like, what the fuck happened? How are you this powerful? What happened here? Who are you? So for a lot of them, it's going to be like that, which I do understand. I think I'm done with that sidetrack. Subnautica, A tier. Very good. Very fucking good. I'd still have a fear of the ocean and deep water. But I did finish Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. I do feel like Below Zero was kind of mid compared to like the first one. If Subnautica Below Zero was a standalone, and that was the first, it would probably be B tier. But because it followed the first one, which was insanely good, it wasn't like insanely good like everyone must play it. It's a good recommendation if you do enjoy this. It was very good. I still have a fear of the ocean, like I said, and I was like shitting myself half the time. More sidetracking. Have you seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? No, I have not. What are you on about? Let me Google it real quick. What is this? No, I have not seen that movie. Hopefully that ends that sidetrack because I have not seen it, and I'm assuming you had a question about it. Yeah. Fear of the Ocean. It didn't help me get over it. It's fun. It's good if you love the multiverse idea. Oh, I see. Oh, I might have to check it out then, because I do like multiverse ideas. And like exploring different characters through like different mediums, and of like, what if they did this? What if they did that? That's really cool. So I might have to check it out. I need to add a note for that then. Where's my sticky notes? There we are. There we go. Check out this. Alright. Put it on a note. Alright. I think we're done with Subnautica. Yeah, I still have a fear of the ocean. I was shitting myself playing the game. Not as much in Below Zero, because you don't really go as deep. But it is what it is. That's why I'm playing them. The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. Really good game. A really good game. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. It is the first time I've ever been introduced to these types of games. So essentially it's not like rendered in game. It's, I don't know what this genre is, but it's like filmed, like in real life filming. And they have like different have you played Raft? I have played Raft. Did I put it on the list? I don't think I played it on stream. So I don't know if, yeah, it's not on the list because I haven't played it on stream, but I have played it before. I think I may have played it on YouTube thing, because I think I remember having a shark killer counter at one point. But I didn't play on stream, and I didn't want to rate it because I didn't fully finish the game, so I didn't put it on the list. I think that was why I decided that one last time. Yeah, Infectious Mind of Dr. Dekker. Good game. It is the first concept I have of like filmed, like in real life things where you choose an option and it like jumps to a different part of the video. It's very good. That picture doesn't do it justice. Infectious. It is this game, just if anyone doesn't know. Uses like real life footage like that. Someone's using my library. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna kick you out once I launch Apex, apparently. But that's after this part. But yeah, would I recommend it? Yes. It is a good game. It is a new concept. Some people might not like the concept, which is fine. It is slightly strange. But I would recommend it. It's very good. The shifting detective. What happened? What happened with what? Are you talking about me laughing? Yeah, so as you can see here, someone's using my Steam library as share. And the second I launch Apex, they're going to be kicked out of those games. So that was just making a joke about that. Yeah, the Shapeshift Detective wasn't as good. It was kind of mid. It was the second game in the series. I didn't even play Poe and Monroe, which is the third trilogy in their games. But it wasn't the best. It was mid. Like, after playing Infectious Mind of Dr. Dekker, you really got like into the story and you had like theory crafting. Whereas here wasn't so much, because it felt like more cut and dry kind of thing. Where you were the... Because like in the first one, it was like you were wondering, are these people insane? Am I the one going insane or what? Whereas in Shapeshifting Detective, you literally are a shapeshifting detective. So all that wonder and mystery is kind of gone. And you're just solving a crime. It wasn't as fun. Smile for me? I think it was like one of the first games I've ever streamed. Like full playthroughs. I think I just made it into 1 10-hour long video or some shit like that. I don't remember. It was fucking fun. I would say that. It's not for everyone. It is a good story. I would give it like a... It's in between like B and C. Because if you do like I wouldn't even know what genre it is. It's like if it was like a bit weird like story adventure game kind of thing. But it wasn't like super amazing. I would say it's like mid, because it does get stale after a while. But it was like the art style is sick, where it's all like 2D characters, but they're rendered in a 3D plane. So you're like walking around them and they like shift their axes to like face you. And all the like animations are like played out like not fully animated, but like through so it's not like one fluid animation, it's just jumping around the place, which is kind of sick. But the story was not the best, if I remember correctly. It was like about a dentist or something like that. And in the end, you think you had like a choice at the end. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was there. The Room 2, I picked it out here because that's the Room 3. Room 2, great game. If you really like puzzle games, play it. If you just like puzzle games in general, the Room 2, same with 3. Really good games. I played the VR version, but not on stream because I don't know how to fully stream VR games yet. But the Room series is great if you like puzzle games. That's pretty much it. Quarry, most recent fully complete game. Now, I didn't put Until Dawn here because I never played it on stream. Until Dawn is really fucking good. Is this game as good as Until Dawn? I like action and story games. Action story games. A lot of them are action story games. Like, I guess not horror. But I guess most of them are horror action story. Like Resident Evil. Resident Evil games are really fucking good. I won't stay up saying that. They are really good. But they're like more horror than... They're more like thriller / horror. They do have a story across all of them, but it's very complex. Yeah, Until Dawn I didn't play on stream, so I can't put it on the list. It is a really good interactive like game, and I am playing Because if you know, on my YouTube channel, I did try and play Man of Medan, but it was really laggy. I don't know why it was, but I bought it on PlayStation now. So I got the trilogy on PlayStation. I'm planning on starting it this Friday. We're going through Man of Medan. What the game's called? It's like Man of Medan, something and an Ashes or whatever. Essentially, I have the games. I'm starting on Friday from Man of Medan on the PlayStation this time. So hopefully it won't lag. I've played about an hour of it being laggy and shit, but it won't take it out because I never watched the rest of it. So that's that. The Quarry, literally the epitome of B tier. Literally, if you like their games, if you like Supermassive games and like the way they do them with their interactive story games, you are gonna like this game. That's pretty much it. I love it. I know people who aren't big fans of it, don't really like it, and they were like, "Why didn't you flush it?" Because I like the concept of the games. I need to squish this because I think there's gonna be more beaters. Let me squish. I'm gonna expand it later on, but I don't think I know how to at the moment. I'm not a big fan of horror games. If they jump scare, I was traumatized by FNAF. Even though I'm a fan of the storyline, FNAF is literally 100% jump scares. That's literally what the game is. Like most of these horror games maybe have like literally the medium here, right there. It's a story-based game, adventure game. And throughout the entire game, I think there is one jump scare. And it fucking got me bad. I started laughing because it was so good. But there was one jump scare. The rest was like tension mainly. Because that's what I prefer. Like tense gameplay instead of like full on jump scare this, jump scare that. But yeah, moving on. Elden Ring, obviously. S tier. There's no doubt in my mind that it does not belong in S tier. I played the game since release every week until now. This is like the first 2 week span, I should say, of me not playing the game because I feel like I'm getting burnt out. So I'm adding Apex every other week now to remove it. I've played so much of this game. It is fucking brilliant. It got ratings of 10s. I believe it. It is brilliant. I hope they make another game like this. It is not overrated. I mean, in your opinion, fair enough. But I've grown up essentially playing FromSoft games, like from Dark Souls 1 to remaster to Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Die edition, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. I played like Souls-like games, so like Neo. What was some of the other ones I have? Like Shadows Don't Die Twice, Sekiro. That was it. I love these games and this concept and this style of game, so that's why I'm rating it high. And it's very popular concept, which is why it's up there. Another S tier, I would say 12 minutes. Not gonna even question it. Very fucking good game. If you don't know what 12 minutes is, essentially you have 12 minutes that's constantly repeating. So every time you have like a story. It's a point and click story game where the events of the entire game pretty much take place in 12-minute spans in the 12 minutes. So you have to essentially go in, solve the entire mystery in 12 minutes. Every time you die, or make like every time your character dies, or like it comes up to the end of the 12-minute mark and you haven't solved it, time resets back to when you first started. And you constantly iterate through like what information you have, what information you don't have, what information you have, how are you gonna get more information, or how do you use the information you have now to get information later, and you find out it's so good. It's so fucking good. The narration is good, the story is good, it's so good. I did stream it. I can actually tell you when I streamed it because I haven't opened the game since. I streamed it in August 28th. There you go. I streamed it last year, August. It was such a good game. Moving on. Them and Us? Mid-tier. It's like... heavily inspired by Resident Evil 1. It's like, if you like Resident Evil 1 a lot, and you don't mind playing like survival horror knockoffs of Resident Evil 1. Let me get it up on the screen here. Them and Us. If you don't mind like playing like Resident Evil knockoffs, this is the game. 13 hours. Fucking hell, that took a while. But yeah, it's like a Resident Evil 1 plus like some new mechanics with like other dimensions for the story and stuff like that. It is fun. It is kind of mid though. It feels like a high quality final year project from university. It doesn't feel like a AAA title or like a big budget game or like a big, third indie, like a game, like the third one of an indie game where they've already got their shit together. It feels like a final year project, but expanded kind of thing. Song of Horror. This game was really fun. I remember it was, if I'm not mistaken, you had essentially you go into a house full of jump scares, full of like tension. You have to solve the mystery or solve the room, and every time you get like there are ways of dying. If you fail like the QTEs, fail some of the mechanics, and fail like essentially get caught by the demons, there are ways to die. And every time you die, you go to the next character. Each zone per story has like specific number of characters to do with it. And once you go in with the character, if they die, they are gone. And then you pick up another character who picks up where they left off. So you go back, you collect all their shit, and then you continue playing from that point onwards. It's a really cool concept. It did kind of at the end get a bit sluggish because I felt like towards the end of the game, I don't know how many hours I put into it. Song of Horror. 20 hours. Okay, yeah. Probably that's why. It did feel like I just wanted to get to the end. It felt like one of the, okay, I just want this to end because I'm tired of this exact thing constantly playing. I've seen you play that game. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it's very cool. But I feel like it does overstay its welcome, essentially. I would say it's slightly above mid. I would say if you like horror games, like if you like Resident Evil type games where it's like survival horror with jump scares and a cool little mechanic where you die, you come back as another character. It is very cool. I wouldn't put it anywhere above because I feel like it did overstay its welcome in the end. Like I said, the last, I think, 2 acts was where I was starting like, okay, let's get this over with. I know the entire story. Let's just get through it. Let's just get this done. I feel like, to be fair, I feel like that might be the case because I think in Act 4 or in Chapter 4, there was a mechanic that was just stupid and I died like 7 times and had to restart that chapter. Maybe that's why I disliked the game, because of personal like things like that. But like, nevertheless, that was my experience, and this is my tier list, and I'm basing everything here on my experience. So it is what it is. Control, concept-wise, story-wise, it's great, but it did feel like a generic shooter in the end. It's so not memorable in my eyes, to the point where I don't remember, outside of like small parts of the game, I don't remember it at all. I barely remember this game. That's how... When did I play it? Control Ultimate Edition. September 2 years ago. Okay, maybe fair enough. But yeah, I barely remember. It's not very memorable. I don't want to rate it badly because I don't remember it. This is why I wanted to do these more often. I think it was decent. I don't think it was mid. I think it was like... I think it did have cool concepts, if I remember correctly. I'll put it in B tier for now. If I remember it more, / if I play it again. That's what I might need to do. I might need to replay it on stream. Because it's been 2 years since I played it. So I might need to replay it. But for now, I'll put it in B tier, question mark. I need to actually expand B tier for next time, because I feel like I need 2 rows. Because B tier is literally the, if you like this kind of game, you're gonna like, if you like this concept of a game, you're gonna like it. But yeah, I think that is the tier list of the games I've played thus far on stream. It is not a definitive tier list, and if I do come back to a game and play it again, and I feel like it's worthy moving up or down, I will update it. But I feel like, as for now, this is it. I might do this again on stream in like 4 months time, maybe do it like quarterly, to just update, because this I think was 2 years worth of games. This is I think 2 years of streaming. I didn't put Apex, Valorant, CSGO, and all the like games like I constantly play. I think that about does it. 10 out of 10 stream game tier list. Thank you. But yeah, I think that does it for now. So yeah, that's the stream tier list over. Bye.